Yet here they are live on Go With The Flow. This is Mansun.
She makes me bleed. Oh yeah, she makes me cry. She makes me freeze. Oh yeah, she makes me sigh. So bring her down from heaven. So bring her down from heaven. My only number must be bring her down by the soles of her feet, slapping around and making her bleed. I vow to my God I'd give it all up if he would bring her down from heaven. She makes me freeze. Oh yeah, don't know her name. Oh no, she makes me sneeze. She's in my face. So bring her down from heaven. So bring her down from heaven. My only number must be bring her down by the sole of her feet, slapping around and making her bleed. I vow to my God I'd give it all up if he would bring her down from heaven. My only number must be being down by the soles of her feet, slapping around and making her bleed. I vow to my God I'd give it all up if he would bring her down from heaven.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mansun. Now, if you're curious about them, and I bet you are after that wonderful performance, they're going to be performing at the Opera House tonight with the Seahorses. But better yet, right after this commercial break, there's more with Mansun. Stay tuned for Go With The Flow. Promised you we'd come back with Mansun. Well, here they are. They're going to be performing at the Opera House here in Toronto this evening with the Seahorses. Very first time in Canada.
That's right.
Good to have you here. I mean, obviously, we've heard your name many, many times. Doing extremely well in Great Britain. You've toured Japan. Now you're touring Canada and then the U.S. Are you nervous about that?
No, not at all, really.
No?
We love touring, so we're happy to play anywhere. Like, as long as we're sort of up in front of an audience, we're happy.
Well, it seems to me that so many bands want to go to the U.S. It seems to be like the main focus for so many different bands. What do you think it takes to make it in the U.S.?
I don't know, really. I mean, as I say, this is the first time we've been to Canada or America, so we're sort of just learning about the countries. But I think, to make it anywhere, you've just got to enjoy playing. You've got to get up and play good shows.
Right. And obviously that's one of the things that you guys are known for. Now, just before we went to commercial break, you played a wonderful acoustic set. She makes my nose bleed. Now, do you play any acoustic while you're performing on stage?
No.
No?
More of a rock band, really. Just like try and get a bit of energy across and that. But we do a lot of acoustic stuff at radio stations and things like that. But mainly when we're playing live, try and play faster songs and Seahorses who we play with, they do some acoustic stuff. They're into that, but we're into more rocky stuff, really.
So are these the guys that that are kind of accompanying you throughout your tours? The Seahorses,
that's right, yeah, we're doing the whole tour with them.
So wasn't that the guy from the Stone Roses was in the Seahorses?
Yeah, the guitarist, yeah.
So were you guys fans before you hooked up for this tour, or it just kind of came together?
It just came together, really.
Yeah.
This is the first, really, we've had to do with them, you know. First we sort of knew
we met
about
them at a TV show in England. They have a sound, but all right.
Yeah.
Nice fellas.
Yeah, very cool. Now, obviously, a lot of people want to get to know you because they're hearing your songs more and more on the radio. And I was reading the lyrics today. You guys asked some serious questions. Now, Paul, you write most of the lyrics, right? Just actually all the lyrics.
Yeah. Well, yeah, most, yeah.
Okay, so do you, by writing these songs, answer your own questions? And you'll see exactly what I mean. I'm just going to read this really quickly. There's one song in particular where you go, here, am I God, am I Jesus, am I a man, or am I a boy? Did you find out any of these answers? These are like seriously existential questions here. You know?
Don't know.
You don't know?
It's just lyrics, isn't it? It's not supposed to mean that much. Don't know.
So what does mean something? Is it the performance? Is it the melody? What means something to you?
Don't know. It's too, questions are too hard.
What kind of questions do you want me to ask you? What kind of ice cream do you like?
Lemon, mainly.
Okay, fair enough. So a lot of people are going to be showing up at the Opera House tonight. Obviously, a lot of energy in the air. Are there some of the songs that are not on this album that you're going to be doing? Or it's all this stuff?
No, it's pretty much we're sort of showcasing the album at the minute, you know.
Okay.
Because obviously, having never been here before, we don't want to do stuff that's on the record. I mean, back home we play a lot of B-sides off the singles that are available over there, but they can't be got hold of over here at the minute, so.
So this is your debut on Epic Records right now.
Yeah.
And you decided to self-produce this album.
Yeah, well, Paul produced the records, yeah.
So was that something that you had always wanted to do, or it just...
Yeah, I think so. Well, we first started making some demos in Liverpool, in England, and we just carried on recording in these little studios, and then eventually we ended up making an album. We never really felt the need to go in with a producer or anything, so it just sort of came about. It's probably why it sounded a bit different from like the Britpop stuff that was going on in England at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of save getting anyone else's like stamp on the records, you know, anyone who's outside of the band. If Paul produces stuff himself, you know, it was completely ours.
Is it scary for you to get clumped in with all the British bands that are coming over these days? I mean, especially that the guy that signed you is now the senior vice president of Epic, who also, you know, is the guy that signed Oasis in the States. Are you kind of afraid of getting kind of pushed in one little pack there?
Don't know, really. We don't know a lot about sort of current British music. There's not a lot of bands in Britain that we really listen to, you know, so... we tend to look elsewhere for sort of contemporary music, so I mean, I don't know if it's a scary thing or not, you know.
Well, one thing that's scary is the fact that there are people here that are just standing here and they want to see music, and here I am mouthing off, so you know what, we're going to play your video. We're going to play the video that is doing extremely well on the charts right now, Wide Open Space. Do you want to do a short intro? Do you want to just tell us something about the video before we go to it?
Yeah, we made this video.
Seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
No, well, we haven't, have we? This is our first time seeing it, but we made it earlier in the year in about, what was it, May or April, in a disused warehouse in London, and it was freezing cold, and Paul had to sit in a bath full of water, so he got the worst job. And this will be our first time to see it, so that's cool.
Well, there you go, a grand premiere here on Go With The Flow. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you one more time, this is Mansun. They're at the Opera House tonight. If you have the opportunity, go check them out. And if you're on the net, if you're on muchmusic.com, check out the chat line, because Mansun's going online right now, right?
That's right, yeah.
Right after the video, though, because we want to sit together on Go With The Flow. Mansun.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you. You actually smiled.